Camelia and you're watching KiniNews. Many lives changed on the 18th of February 2017 after a car struck a group of teens out cycling their modified bicycles at 3 a.m. 8 lost their lives, and for the driver, it would mark the beginning of a long legal process. But today, that process comes to an end and she walks free.
Sam Ke Ting has been acquitted of a reckless driving charge linked to the death of 18 Basikal Lajak cyclists in Johor 6 years ago. A 3-person Court of Appeal bench chaired by Hadaria Said Ismail unanimously allowed her appeal to quash the guilty verdict, as well as a 6-year jail sentence and 6,000 ringgit fine. The other bench members are Judges Hashim Hamzah and Azman Abdullah. On February 18, 2017, 8 teenagers died, 2 others were critically injured, and 6 more were slightly injured when the car Sam was driving rammed into them in the 3 a.m. incident. In 2019, Magistrate Siti Hajar Ali acquitted Sam without calling her to the stand after finding that the prosecution had failed to prove a prima facie case. In her judgment, Siti Hajar said the court took into consideration several factors, namely that it was dark, hilly, and winding road where the driver, who was not local to the area, could not foresee that there would be a group of cyclists on the road at 3 a.m. The magistrate added that the bicycle gang had put themselves in danger. Siti Hajar said investigations found that Sam was not under the influence of alcohol, was not using her phone, proving that the accused was driving responsibly and carefully. Siti Hajar acquitted Sam again in 2021 when the High Court ordered the plaintiff to enter her defense. The magistrate said the prosecution had failed to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Then on April 13th last year, the High Court quashed this acquittal.
Sam Ke Ting can finally walk free from a reckless driving charge, but she'll never walk away from the haunting memories of the fatal incident.
Clerk Sam Ke Ting said she will be forever haunted by the Johor bicycle tragedy. She also said the tragedy will follow her even to the grave. Speaking to the media after the Court of Appeal quashed her conviction for reckless driving this morning, she apologized to the families of the 8 teen cyclists who died when her car hit them and several others in early 2017. She said what happened that night was an accident and that what she said now may not be enough to comfort the families of the departed. She said she was constantly troubled by the matter since the incident on February 8, 2017 until now.
Many of us saw the viral video of a dog catcher taking on a senior citizen. Many more were shocked after the dog catcher was not charged for assault. Here's why, according to MBPJ.
The authorities did not charge the council dog catcher who struck a senior citizen because the incident was unintentional. In a statement today, MBPJ said the March 22 incident saw a senior citizen, Patrick Koo, trying to stop the dog catcher. Koo lodged a police report 2 days later. He alleged that he was injured by the dog catcher, an incident caught on video and widely shared online. However, prosecutors instead charged Koo on March 31st with obstructing a civil servant from conducting their duties. The video clip depicting the incident in Taman Kanagapuram sparked outrage online. It also led to Petaling Jaya MP Lee Chien Chung demanding an explanation from MBPJ's Integrity Unit. Meanwhile, the council said its internal investigation into the matter has resulted in recommendations for the use of body cameras by staff conducting low-risk operations.
Anwar Ibrahim has been warned that Harapan and PKR can forget about its political survival if 2 prominent UMNO politicians are let off the hook too easily.
The government led by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim would face a major disaster if Najib Abdul Razak was granted a royal pardon. This is according to Pasir Gudang MP Hassan Abdul Karim. He said this would be further compounded if Ahmad Zahid Hamidi's charges were dropped. Hassan stated that the 2 high-profile cases will have an impact on the government. He said the political coalition of Pakatan Harapan and PKR will be rejected by the people in the next 6 state elections and the next general election. He added that Harapan and PKR will collapse and fall down together with BN and UMNO if Najib and Zahid got off so easily. In a statement today, he also said if that happens, don't say he didn't remind Anwar. This comes after Zahid sent a letter of representation to the AGC to drop the 47 charges involving Yayasan Akal Budi against him. Najib is currently serving a 12-year jail sentence due to his conviction in the SRC international case. He filed an application for a royal pardon to be released. On March 31st, the federal court denied the former prime minister's review application for his conviction.
Zuraida has her eyes fixed on PBM's top post, and she's willing to go to court to secure it from Larry Sung.
Zuraida Kamarudin has gone to court to be officially recognized as Parti Bangsa Malaysia president. This comes following a protracted power struggle which saw Zuraida and 10 others being sacked from PBM in December last year. The party's former president-designate filed the judicial review leave application at the High Court in Kuala Lumpur on March 24th. The party announced its new leadership lineup under President Larry Sung in February this year. According to the cost papers cited by Malaysia Kini, Zuraida seeks several declarations to maintain Sung as party president as invalid and unreasonable. She also seeks a mandamus order to compel the ROS to register and acknowledge her as PBM president. Zuraida contended that Sung made a statement that he agreed that there would be a transition to appoint her as party president. She claimed that this was due to PBM needing a major political figure to bring about positive changes in the party.
2 past leaders are being probed, but it will be up to the Attorney General's chambers on what happens next.
Investigation papers on allegedly inflammatory statements by past President Abdul Hadi Awang and Permatang Pau MP Muhammad Fawaz Muhammad Jan will be handed over to the Attorney General's chambers for further action. Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said this when asked about investigations by the police and the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission on the duo. Speaking to reporters after attending a town hall session organized by Sinar Harian, he said he could only confirm that several complaints have been lodged and investigation papers have been opened. Earlier, Fawaz stated that he had given a statement to the cops in Bukit Mertajam regarding an investigation into allegedly racially charged statements he made. The statement was recorded at 3 p.m. last Friday. Hadi, meanwhile, was investigated regarding his Facebook post on August 20th, 2022. The police had confirmed that they received 28 reports against Hadi after the latter claimed non-Muslims and non-Bumiputra made up the bulk of the roots of corruption in Malaysia. Saifuddin had previously said that investigations against Hadi and Fawaz were made under Section 505(c) of the Penal Code, with Fawaz accused of slandering non-Muslims.
Many secondary students in school now will be eligible to vote when GE16 is called eventually. Because of this, UMNO Youth has called for more programs to boost political awareness to be held in schools. Here's the Education Ministry's response.
Education Minister Fadlina Sidek said the topics of politics, citizenship issues and democratic rights are already included in the national school syllabus. She said this when asked about UMNO Youth's proposal on hosting programs in schools to boost political awareness among students. She said the ministry put emphasis on topics such as democracy, institutions and citizenship issues, as well as the rights of Malaysians in history and general education textbooks. Fadlina, after attending the Education Ministry's Integrity and Corruption-Free Forum in Putrajaya today, she said students are taught gradually. The Nibong Tebal MP added that aside from the school syllabus, her ministry also intends to hold programs at educational institutions to increase political awareness among youths. On April 5th, UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Muhammad Akmal Saleh mauled that it is important to prepare those who would be eligible to vote in GE16. He added that with Undi 18 in place, those who are now informed too will be able to exercise their voting rights by the time GE16 is called.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.